Hey, good afternoon, Salisbury Falcons. This is Coach Masters coming to you live right from his office, and it's a small little office, but we love it here at Cross Training Athletics. Hey, you guys, I know Coach Circle's been working with you really hard to get to where you are. So excited that you guys are in the playoffs, man. So what's it going to take to be a contender versus being a pretender? How can we inspire our teammates to go to another level? I want to talk about that today. Contender, pretender. Quick review though, Power to Win, man. You guys have been doing it each and every week. I know Coach has really bought into what we're doing. Just want to let you know there's a lot of teams up here and New York have bought in. We got our we have our sectional final games this week. 6 of the 10 teams are cross-training athletic teams. 3 of those teams are going to move on to the state regionals for us. Because you know what? They found out that building the character culture is the key to success. And the key to Power to Win, well, it's those 2 arms. It's you guys coming together as a team. It's you guys being linked together. Yeah, linked together. Yeah, that's the key. Can we stay linked together? So what does it take to be a contender? What do we need? What are some secrets to being a contender in such a big game? Well, I believe we call it the Big 5. I want to give you 5 secrets today that I believe that will help inspire you, yourself, your teammates, your coaches, your fans, everybody. If you get these 5 things, okay, then you are not only going to be a contender, you're going to be successful in life. You're going to be successful whatever you do. We call them the Big 5. And I'm going to give you all 5 up front, then I'm going to go through them. The Big 5 is this. The first one is speech. The speech of the athlete. How you communicate to one another is so crucial. The second piece of the Big 5 is this, is that it is your conduct. How do you conduct yourself during the game? Walking down the hallways, on the court of basketball, or at the mall. How do you conduct yourself? What does a champion or a contender look like? How he conducts himself. And the third piece is always my favorite, love. Love always covers, okay? It always covers. The fourth piece in being a contender is faith. All right? Believe all things are possible. All things are possible to those who believe. Faith aspect. Last but not least is number 6, what we call, and I'm going to drop this chain here, integrity. Integrity, we're going to get to that. But right now, as we talk about the Big 5, I want to slow it down and back it up just one step. Guys, I'm not coming here to try to give you a pep talk or information. We're hoping for transformation. If you get this stuff in your heart, Falcons, okay, you're not only going to be a better program, not only a better team, you're going to be a better person. And so I'm really talking to my heart today on these Big 5, all right? And here's the statement that goes with it. Don't ever, say it after me, don't ever let anyone look down on you because you're young, but set the example to your teammates and your coaches and others. Set the example to your teammates and coaches and others in the Big 5, which is speech, conduct, love, faith, and integrity. So let's take a look at the speech piece really quick. Your words and what comes out of your mouth has the power of life and death. The biggest thing that you can do is encourage your teammates. Sam Rutigliano, great coach of the Cleveland Browns, said this, encouragement is like oxygen to your soul. It pumps your heart up. Man, when I get the word encouragement, if you break that down, you see the word courage. We need courage this game. We need courage to be a contender, not a pretender. And words of encouragement to my teammates strengthen our heart that we won't have any fear. Yeah, not a spirit of fear, but a power, love, and a sound mind. What can give me that power? Encouraging words for my teammate. Words that bring healing. Words that bring inspiration. What words are you going to say to your teammate when things are tough? Are you going to bring healing words, encouraging words, inspirational words? Are you going to make your communication on the field really clear so that your teammates can hear you? So that when there's a play being made, that your communication is clear, it's sharp, it's loud, they can hear you, so everybody can hear you, so everybody knows what they're doing. You got to have good speech. When you do that, when you're clear, sharp, and encouraging, it's going to lift your team to another level. That's first piece of being a contender versus pretender. The second piece of that is your conduct. We call it this. Will you embrace the trials and triumphs of this game with grit, gratitude, grace, and humility? Will you embrace the trials of this game with grit? When things are tough, will you get gritty? Don't forget this, okay? Don't forget this. Trials produce perseverance. Perseverance produces character. And athletes of character always have hope. If you Falcons got good character, you're going to have hope in this game. No matter what the score is, you'll have hope. So how do we conduct ourselves? It's simple. On the field, you can never do anything with your head down. Your conduct means your head is up. No matter what happens, whether it's a trial or a triumph or adversity, my head remains up. I can't tackle with my head down. I can't block with my head down. I can't receive the ball with my head down. So our head's always got to be in a vertical position. Good eye contact, conduct. Hey, and when you win the game, you win it with humility. All right? You win it with humility. But you got to have that grit when things are tough. Next piece, love, my favorite one, okay? Love always covers. Guys, the reason you're going to play fearless this week, the reason contenders play fearless is this, is that you love one another. You're bound together. You're together, and that makes us stronger. See, there is no fear in love. When I know I'm loved, I go for it, man. I step out. But see, love ain't this chain. This sucker's plastic. There's no love in this chain. This is the one that's going to be broke and snapped just like that. You see, the chain we're looking at, man, is this one. This is a contender, and this is a pretender. They're pretending to be a team, but they're really going to melt when the heat comes. They're going to break when things get really tough. But guys that love persevere to the end. They trust, they hope, they persevere. They cover their teammates no matter what. Man, you guys got to be a chain, man. Unbreakable this week. Why? Because you love one another. Which leads to one of my favorite stories. 68. You got to get to 68, man. And what's your 68 anyway? I don't know who's 68 on your team. Maybe it's a tackle or a guard, but let me give you 68, okay? You see, when things get tough, you got to have that love thing that inspires you to another level. So the 68's this, in the Japan Olympics, the hockey Winter Olympics, Japan. The three teams that were supposed to win it were supposed to be United States, Canada, or Russia. And this little small country by the name of Czechoslovakia had this guy on their team by the name of Jaromír Jágr. And Jaromír Jágr always wore 68 all the time. And when he wore his 68, there was a reason. And so the first game, the Czechs play the United States and they knock them off. It was a big upset. The next game, they got to play Russia. Okay? And the official comes in, he opens the door and he goes, "Ice time." And Jágr jumps to his feet. And he looks at all his teammates. And he says, "I've been waiting my whole life for this game. I've been waiting for my whole life. I'm ready to go." Why was he waiting his whole life? Well, you see that 68 represented the year that the Russians occupied Czechoslovakia. And when they did, some of Jaromír Jágr's own family died in that occupation. This was his chance. He was playing for all those people that had passed in that occupation. That's why he wore 68. Hey, they went on not only to beat the Russians, and then they beat the Canadians in the final, and they became the gold medal winners. What's your 68? That's what love's all about. It's about playing for something bigger than yourself. It's not about playing for an empty cup. There's nothing in it. This one won't talk to you at home at night, won't listen to you, it won't help you when you're down. But can you play for your team? Yeah, this was my senior year, and this was us together our last game. I mean, what's your 68? Who are you playing for? You got to think of your 68. I had a kid the other day told me in one of my teams, he says, "I'm playing for my dad. He died when I was 2." That's what he's playing for in the sectional finals. He's playing for his dad, who never got a chance to see him play. What's your 68? What's the thing, the love thing that's going to drive you to go to the next level? To be a person of inspiration? What are you going to do to be a contender, not a pretender? Hey, 2 to go, and we're going to wrap this thing up, okay? Next one is faith. All things are possible for those who believe. Man, you got to believe in yourself, you got to believe in your teammates, you got to believe in your coaches, and then you need to act on it. No matter what the score is, it doesn't make any difference. And oh, by the way, speaking of score, who are you playing this week? Oh, you're playing the Falcons. Don't worry about who your opponent is. This comes to integrity now, the next one. Don't worry about who your opponent is. Have the grit to finish. Be where your feet are. You've got a guy across from you that's all you're concerned about, and you're going to give him the grittiest performance you can give him. Being complete. An athlete of integrity competes with confidence. Integrity. Be complete. How are we going to complete this game? Man, we're going to finish our blocks. We're going to finish the tackles. We're going to finish the routes. We're going to finish those runs, and we're going to do it with grit. And when you do that, you'll be complete, and you'll have no regrets. Falcons, no regrets, man. Be the contender, not the pretender. Be this chain. Link together, and you're going to have the power to win. As we wrap this up, man, I'm so glad that Coach Circle gave me a chance to speak to you guys one more time. I'm going to tell you one last thing, man. Character is always the key. It is always the key to reach your potential and success. Your reputation is what people think you are. They may think you're plastic, but your character is who you really are. Be the team that's linked together. Be the contender, not the pretender. Hey, just going to wrap up with what we do up here in Section 6, the Final Four. The 4 parts of the total athlete helps you to be complete. That's believe, think, love, and then work. I'm sorry, work. Believe, think, love, work with all your heart, and you're going to have the power to win. Hey, I hope I get a chance to see you next week. Take it to them, Falcons. Be complete. Be the contender.